So Rajdeep, the last time we had Aaditya Thackeray amidst us was under very different circumstances. It's Bollywood, to say the least. Rajdeep, इस बार बहुत फर्क है, अस्तित्व की लड़ाई है.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this India Today Conclave here in Mumbai, where our guest is someone who literally is in his own den. Aaditya Thackeray is the MLA from the constituency where we are all sitting at the moment here in Worli. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for the Shiv Sena's face of the future, as he is often called. I see his face everywhere when I go in Worli, in particular on every hoarding, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But I want to start with a very different photograph, Aaditya Thackeray. This photograph was taken just a few weeks ago during Ganesh Chaturthi. This is a photograph which has set Maharashtra's politics abuzz. Now, there are two ways of looking at this photograph. This is a family soap opera where you have all come together as a grand, happy family reunion in the last scene. Or is this an act of desperation to protect the Takre brand ahead of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections that are just a few months away? Happy family reunion or an act of desperation?
Rajdeep ji, you choose the questions in the den, huh? You choose it well.
It's my job.
No, but I think, very honestly, this picture is a family reunion. Because meeting after almost 20 years, mingling with each other, going to their house, having lunch, I think that was a very nice thing. In terms of protecting the brand or something, I don't think we think too much about it. This is about protecting Maharashtra, and this is about protecting the people of Maharashtra. That's what it is about.
You're telling
Astitva,
me...
when she said Astitva, the only thing that came to my mind is the Astitva of Mumbai and Maharashtra as against the forces that are trying to demolish it.
You're telling me that this has been done purely because the family realized that divided you fall, united you stand together. Isn't that what it is about?
Not really.
It's not about Mumbai. It's about the Takre brand versus Modi brand. Devendra Fadnavis said a few weeks ago that the battle in Maharashtra is Takre brand versus Modi brand, and after the BST elections, which you all lost, he claimed the Modi brand now is way ahead of the Takre brand.
हाँ, vote चोरी में हो तो हो सकता है. Not in genuine votes.
Now even in BST elections you will say there's vote chori.
I'm not talking of BST, I'm just talking of general elections. Comparing the two brands, yes, one brand has a little more weightage in vote chori. We have a little more weightage in genuine voters and genuine people.
Let me just ask you very bluntly, Aaditya Thackeray, turn around. You haven't even seen the picture.
I know the picture. We were missing him in the picture then.
All right. Okay, but let me ask you very bluntly. You say it's a family reunion. But Aaditya Thackeray, is there a political reunion? You're about, 4 months away from an election, which you spoke of, Astitva. Because it is. It's come down to that. For you, this election is a do or die battle. And I'm sure you understand that. So is this a political reunion is our question?
I'll tell you what, ever since I was 12 years old and I'd seen or realized my first BMC elections when I was roaming around with my father for campaigning, and he's been around all this time, he knows that every BMC election is pitched as a do or die election for us, as an acid test for us. I think Mumbai knows how to vote, Mumbai knows where to vote.
Your
and
father
Mumbai's trusted us for 25 years. If you look at Mumbai today, in the last 3 years, show me one road that is motorable today. Show me one pavement that is walkable today.
I'll show it to you if you answer that question. Is this a
not
political reunion?
I'm not talking of the ceiling.
Is this a political reunion?
That I can't say that. I cannot speak for the two brothers.
Okay.
Okay.
1 minute. You said that show me one road in Mumbai that's motorable. You're effectively claiming Mumbai is collapsing. You've been running Mumbai for 25 years.
Not for the last 3 years.
1 minute. Don't tell me that the roads of Mumbai suddenly in the last 3 years became less motorable. You've been running this city for 25 years. You were in charge of the BMC, the richest civic body. The opposition in the BMC will ask, when Aaditya Thackeray says Mumbai is collapsing, they will say you are responsible for the collapse. It was your cooperators who are accused of enriching themselves. Many of them have switched sides, that's another matter. But all of them were accused of using Mumbai as a cash cow. So how can you today claim that Mumbai's lack of civic infrastructure is because of Devendra Fadnavis and the BJP.
Rajiv ji, you have to give me 2.5 minutes uninterrupted for telling you what we've done, and 2.5 minutes of telling you what's happened in the 2.5 years.
I'm giving you 2.5 minutes.
2.5. This is an election pitch. You have to give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
You've asked me this. In 1997, when we first came to government in the BMC was in a 600 crore deficit. When we left the BMC, due for elections in 2022, we were in a 92,000 crore surplus, not adding a single hidden tax and not overcharging the people of Mumbai. Having said this, with whatever limited powers the BMC has as a local self-government, in the past 25 years, the BMC is the only municipal corporation in India and probably Asia to go beyond its basic or primary duty of having primary healthcare centers to have medical colleges of its own, that too not one, not two, 4 medical colleges of its own. No municipal corporation across Asia has this. We have our tertiary healthcare centers, we have secondary healthcare centers, we have primary healthcare centers, we have hospitals of the BMC. In terms of the education sector, again, the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, as per duty, is duty bound to only have your basic schools, primary schools. Mumbai Municipal Corporation is probably the only municipal corporation in Asia to have 1,234 schools learning or helping kids learn in Marathi, English, semi-English, Gujarati, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Urdu.
I'm going to stop you. Many of those schools are, Mr. Thackeray, many of those schools
uninterrupted.
are... Many of those schools, you can't...
You can rebut me later. You can rebut me later.
Many of those schools are closing down, including Marathi-speaking schools.
Not really.
You all speak about Marathi language and Marathi Asmita. Maharashtrian children all want to send their children to English-speaking schools. The Marathi-speaking schools are closing down.
Can I update you on that as well?
Please.
We are the only municipal corporation across Asia and probably the world where we have not just the state board, but IB, IGCSE, CBSE and ICSE, so that any child, girl or boy, going to any municipal corporation school, and this is my dream, where you can have, free education, you should be able to have world-class education free of cost, because not just education, but we need to have right to quality education. In terms of closing down of schools, we have 3.5 lakh kids. But you're right, till about 5 years ago, we had something like 10,000, 12,000 kids dropping out every year. When we brought in these other boards, we have a surplus of 10,000 kids coming to us and asking us for recommendations, just like they asked us for all other private schools. In terms of public transport, in our time, the BEST ran about 3,337 buses, which is also the thing with the unions. Our dream, and we had started off with this, was to take it to 10,000 electric buses by the end of 2027. The fares were flat, 5 rupees, 5 kilometers, 10 rupees, 10 kilometers, 15 rupees, 15 kilometers, anywhere beyond 15 rupees was 20 rupees, 15 kilometers was 20 rupees. What has happened now? 2023, I had exposed this on 15 Jan 2023. I had requested the Prime Minister not to come to Mumbai for the Bhumi Pujan because that was a scam. 6,080 crores road scam. When I exposed it, the BMC brought it down to 5,000 crores. Trying to concretize every road in Mumbai, it's not possible. You're not supposed to concretize every road in Mumbai. We have 42 utilities below our roads. Every time you see them digging up now and then, look at what's happened to the BST. You have almost 2,000 buses running now and the fares have doubled. Mumbai local trains take about 60 to 65 lakh people a day. The BST used to take about 30 to 32 lakh people a day. Now, because of the double fares, it's reduced to about 25 lakh a day. Who is killing Mumbai? You see the difference between 25 years of governance with 16 different agencies on board. In Mumbai, you have not just the BMC, you have MMRDA, MHADA, SRA, you have the armed forces, you have the railways, you have everyone having their own jurisdiction. You've got to coordinate with them. Having said that, this was during our time. And now you look at what's happening to Mumbai in the last 2.5 years. Look at every press conference of mine with proof, with details, with documents. I've exposed the road scam. I've exposed the street furniture scam. They've even looted the hospitals and street furniture.
But Mr. Thackeray, you talk about look at now. So all big ticket projects that are being unveiled have Devendra Fadnavis's picture on them, number one. Number two, you have the RA metro line, something that you opposed. And now suddenly there are metros running on that line. And once again, it is Aaditya Thackeray tried to come into the way of development. That's the narrative, number one. Number two, you said you ruled the BMC for 25 odd years. Today, you're going into an election which those who ruled it for 25 odd years, 54% of the corporators have defected. They're not with you anymore. They've deserted you.
The people of Mumbai are with us. The people of Mumbai know who is genuinely standing for Mumbai. And that is all that matters. Those who go, they go. You don't have to regret over them. And in terms of the big ticket projects, yes, they have their faces. They have this lovely skill of going and trying to paste their pictures everywhere and take credit for it. Let me tell you something. Go on the Hindutva Samrat Bala Thackeray Samruddhi Mahamarg. Let's go on it together. And show me 1 kilometer that is of good quality and flat road. The coastal road, my father's dream, we announced it in July 2013. From then to July 2022, we've gone every month for taking an update. Monthly visits, weekly meetings, daily updates. We left the project because the government toppled when it was about 65% complete. Now go and see the road surface. Such a great project, a beautiful project that takes you anywhere across the city in 15 minutes.
So
But the road surface is terrible. Now the point is this. मेरा कहना इतना ही है अगर आप काम कर रहे हो तो ढंग का तो कीजिए.
But you said the people of Mumbai know. I'll hark you back to what happened in the assembly elections, Rajdeep. 90 seats is what your party fought on. You won 20. Your strike rate abysmally stood at 9%. Out of the 20, 10 of them came from the Mumbai segment, right?
So then that
Mumbai's
sets the
36,
calculation.
but Mumbai's
That
36.
sets the
You should have
calculation.
swept Mumbai.
That sets the calculation. No worries about that. Don't worry about the elections.
I don't have to worry. You have to worry about the elections.
We're fine. You think I'm worried about it? I know where the people of Mumbai's trust lies and they will repose their faith in us.
Are you saying, therefore, that you will fight the elections of Mumbai in January to the richest civic corporation based on development, contrasting what you claim you did when you all controlled the BMC to what allegedly Eknath Shinde did in terms of handing over cash benefits to all his MLAs? The so-called Khokechi Sarkar or the Khoke that they had. But I want
Rajivji, you will get this answer of how we contest the elections only when you get an answer from the Chief Minister of whether the elections for sure will be held in January or not.
You don't believe that the election will be held on time in Mumbai, is it?
Do you believe that?
Well, the Supreme Court has said they have to be held by January 31st, but I want to ask you simply this. You've come here and made your elections pitch saying, look, contrast what we did with what was done by the governments that have followed us. If that's the case, why is the Shiv Sena, and we can go back to that picture this time of Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray, the two brothers, cousins who've come together, pitching linguistic chauvinism? Why have you gone back to Sons of the Soil? Why have you gone back then to say Marathi Asmita? In a city where Maharashtrians are being pushed out to go and live in Thane, Belapur, Vasai, Virar. I know Maharashtrian friends who cannot afford Mumbai anymore. So the Maharashtrians are moving out. This city is becoming less Maharashtrian. Along come the Thackeray brothers and say, no, we are going to pitch for Sons of the Soil. Are you fighting the election on Sons of the Soil or on Vikas? I want a straight answer.
Let the election come about.
No, I want a straight answer.
The point is
no,
this.
Straight answer.
I'll tell you, the straight answer is this. Why we came together, and it is supposed to be coming on national television also. Why we came together is this government that's been foisted on our heads with vote chori or whatever means by the blessings of the Election Commission suddenly woke up and said, okay, we're going to teach you 3 languages in the first standard. You'll have Marathi, you'll have Hindi, you'll have English. Till now, till whatever you and I have learned, and whatever so many people who've gone to schools in Mumbai and across Maharashtra have learned, you start off with your first language, whichever it is, of whichever medium of school you go to, or learning you go to, in the junior KG. In the first standard or second standard, you're introduced to a second language. And the third language comes in around 5th standard. Do you really believe that a third language, and in this case Hindi, but this is not just about Hindi, otherwise I wouldn't be speaking Hindi to you, the third language should come into the first standard? This is all what it was. But the national media turned it around. That is
No, 1
so.
minute. National, your supporters, or certainly MNS supporters, went and beat up some auto rickshaw driver who was refusing to speak Marathi. You went and beat up some Reda Patriwala. I thought that you all had gone beyond the Thokshahi, that you were talking about development.
The thing is very simple. We cannot control every sporadic incident that happens because someone has got angry at someone, because someone has abused someone, or someone's insulted someone, or someone's abused someone's parents. There will be a natural reaction, if at all, that is a sporadic reaction. But why don't you also show the places where people from Mumbai or Marathi people have been refused house because they eat non-vegetarian food and saying, you are Ganda people, you are eating mutton mas machi? Why don't you show this thing where someone's been refused an entry because you are Marathi into a housing society?
But Mr.
Why are you showing only one side?
Do you oppose the violence?
My point is this.
No, I want a straight answer. Do you oppose the violence that anyone, you say I agree, you can't control every karyakarta. Do you in principle oppose violence against someone because he or she doesn't speak Marathi?
The point is this. Why would I support violence from both sides? Violence has to be opposed from both sides. My point is only this. I cannot control anyone's reaction.
No, but I'll tell you why. You said you can't control anyone's reaction. But Aaditya Thackeray ji, you can control your own reaction. All right, I'll tell you why. Because what happened was when you were questioned on this, you said that if you do not respect Marathi pride or Marathi, then things will escalate. That practically means you're giving a free hand to your supporters to go and beat up anyone.
Not really. I cannot control every human form of...
You said, what is escalate?
I am standing by that because I cannot control every form of reaction. That's it.
What does
As simple as
escalate mean? That things will escalate.
Look, it happens in every state. Look what's happening in Italy yesterday. What's happened in, at least we're not building the wall.
But Mr. Thackeray, okay,
we're not building the wall.
Let me.
We're not escalating to building the wall.
Acha, because we are in Worli, this is your constituency. Will we get beaten up? Most of
And
us only speak in Hindi right now.
One second. Let me point out this to you also. Probably Worli, my constituency, is a microcosm of India.
Right.
यहाँ पूरे देश के लोग आते हैं और रहते हैं. यहाँ सारे लोग देश भर से आते हैं अपना सपना लेके बसते हैं और अपनी अपनी नौकरियां ढूंढते हैं, अपना अपना काम ढूंढते हैं. तो कोई गलत नहीं उसमें.
Let me flip this question. Are you isolating yourself?
But not at all. If there is a sporadic reaction from someone, maybe from the person who's abusing someone or the person who's abusing back, will I go in as a referee for everything? Do I come in as a referee for every debate that happens on TV and someone abuses someone abuses the other one?
Okay, fair point.
Rajiv ji has faced this on TV too.
Let me flip this question. Are you isolating yourself in the bargain? Because right now, you know what Mumbai looked like many decades ago, and I think Rajdeep will stand testimony to it, looks very different right now. What about 40% people speak Marathi, right? 30% speak Hindi, 19% speak Gujarati. The landscape has changed. Are you isolating?
Look, it's not about the political landscape.
Angle.
It's not about anything else. The culture of Mumbai has always been open and welcoming to everyone. And the fact of the matter is, for the last 50 years, the Shiv Sena has dominated the political landscape of Mumbai. And along with that, the culture has remained open. Women are safest in Mumbai. The culture of Mumbai is also about films. Hindi film industry is the biggest being produced in Mumbai. Had we been against it, that would have never happened in the last 50 years, even when my grandfather was at its peak of his power. My point is only this, that if at all, there is a certain reaction to something, it's not for me to be holding myself responsible to. That is one. Two, Mumbai, even today, is the most open and welcoming city in India, and people from all across India come here with dreams and become big. There is no problem to that, and that is not despite Shiv Sena being here. That is because the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, has always been here supporting those dreams.
Okay. I want to come.
I'll also tell you to one more thing. Yes, you have all.
I know. I have another picture.
No. See, all of these industries out here. Why did they come to Mumbai? Because there are no constant strikes and issues to these industries here or capitalists here. That is because Mumbai and the ethos of Mumbai, that has been also supported by Shiv Sena, has supported all of this.
Let me just say this. Mumbai became a commercial capital of this country in the 19th century. Please do not now take credit for the industrialization and the fact that
One
Mumbai...
minute, Rajdeep ji, 1 second.
One second.
No. Mumbai has always been built on public-private dreams. Having said that, the government of the day and the political culture of the day really matters to the cities that have these dreams harboring them.
Okay. I want to show you another picture because many believe that the municipal corporation elections will be Shiv Sena ka boss kaun. Big Shiv Sena ka big boss kaun. The picture is of Mr. Raj Thackeray with Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde is the one who many believe has taken over or attempted to take over the so-called family legacy of the Thackeray's. Therefore, I come back to the original question.
He's desperate to take a surname also and our masks also. So now that is his identity crisis, not ours.
Look, no political party, you may believe so, but no political party necessarily belongs to a family. Eknath Shinde claims that the Shiv Sena is as much his as it is of an Aaditya Thackeray. Is that the real battle within a battle? This is round 3. You won round 1, which was the Lok Sabha elections. Mr. Shinde won round 2 when his alliance swept to power in the assembly election last year. Is this the third and final battle? कि शिव सेना का बॉस कौन? This will decide it.
देखो, सिर्फ किसी ने कुछ चोरी किया इसलिए वो चीज उनकी नहीं हो जाती. चोर की चीज हर बार उनकी नहीं हो जाती. You can't just claim everything. But let me tell you this. What is more dangerous? See, round 3, maybe we'll get third time lucky. That is all a different thing. But Rajiv ji, on this platform, I want to make this very clear. There are 2 things that are very, very important to this country. The Election Commission has wrongly given our symbol and our name to a man who ran away to Guwahati and Surat. That is 1. 2, with all due respect to the Honorable Supreme Court, our case has been pending for the last 3 years. This is the biggest constitutional case of this country in terms of politics today. 2 parties split, joining the other side, joining government without resigning, without contesting elections, without winning again. Disrespecting Schedule 10, right? There is time for a suo motu case on stray dogs, but not our hearing, which is the biggest problem in this country. And see again, what you said, right? Boss kon, ye kon, president kon, at least decide, are we wrong or they wrong? We cannot be hanging for the last 3 years in the biggest constitutional case of this country. That is the problem.
I take your point, and Justice Chandrachud will be among our guests today, and I will ask him this question. But I want to ask you this.
Just don't get a contempt of court case on me.
Mr. Aaditya Thackeray, in about 15 minutes, you mentioned the Election Commission about 5 times. You mentioned about vote chori 3 times. I keep hearing this from Rahul Gandhi. I keep hearing it from Aaditya Thackeray. Why not accept that the BJP, Eknath Shinde, Shiv Sena outmaneuvered you last year? Why blame it on vote chori? When you won Lok Sabha, no one said vote chori. You won 30 out of 48 seats in Maharashtra, no one said vote chori. You lost in the Vidhan Sabha, vote chori. I mean, you will have to provide me hard evidence to show there is vote chori. And if there was vote chori, why didn't you raise it either ahead of the elections or immediately after? Now, 1 year later, you're saying, nahi, vote chori ki wajah se hum har gaye.
Rajdeep,
you're a sore loser.
Rajdeep ji, about speaking to the Election Commission, we have already written to the Election Commission before the elections last year about the sudden spike in voters, about missing voters, about why the booths have been mismanaged.
Before the election?
Before the elections. And that we will have a press conference with all the data that we're working on right now, putting it together.
Are you also doing something similar to Rahul Gandhi?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And there are shocking...
You're doing this?
Yes, we are doing it. We're doing it as the India
What
Alliance.
version of the... he's on the hydrogen bomb version right now. What version are you working on?
Let me not leak it. You know, let me not leak it.
When can we expect it? Closer to BMC?
We cannot let out the timing of the surgical strike.
No, but are you
claiming... Oh, there's surgical strike.
Yeah,
that's
so
a hydrogen bomb, yours is a surgical strike.
So you are telling me that you have...
comparisons to a bomb or a strike. But frankly, we found very many chinks in the armor. And that is what we're going to bring out very soon. Having said that, let me not come out as a loser. Whatever happened in the election, happened in the election. We've accepted that. My point is this, after whatever's happened in the election, why aren't you administering my state as a state should be administered today?
You know, you mentioned Rahul.
You see what is happening in the cabinet today. The DCM, one DCM, is bunking cabinet meetings left, right, center. Whenever he's upset, he goes and cries in his village, or he goes to Delhi and complains about...
Eknath Shinde.
Whatever his name is. He's trying to get our name.
You don't even like to name him?
Look, I mean, the point is this, that...
He was your loyal lieutenant. You see, this is the problem with Maharashtra politics. One day they are your loyal lieutenants, next day they become your confirmed enemies.
The point is this, मैं डरपोक लोगों का नाम नहीं लेता. Last time also I was challenging him at the India Today Conclave to sit here on stage and debate with me one-on-one. Did he come?
He says you're too junior.
No problem. इतना डर है तो इतना छोटा हूं मैं तो डरते क्यों आप?
But Mr. Thackeray, you know what the buzz is, right? That your party is looking to replace him. There's a certain amount of ghar vapsi murmurs making the rounds of you going back to the BJP fold. The brothers might not know whether they are coming together, but do you know that is it a possibility of you going back to the BJP?
There are lots of people in politics who can bend over, hop over, do all the gymnastics. But my father's not the one who would leave his principles for this.
But it's the perfect ideological fit.
The point is this, that something like Adani looting our city, the Adani group looting our city, I don't know whether, I mean...
they're a sponsor.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, but look. I know. Look.
Okay, go ahead.
Dharavi being given free of cost to him is not negotiable with us. The way our state is being governed today is not negotiable with us. The way the BMC has been looted today is not negotiable.
So going back to the BJP is non-negotiable?
There are certain things, there are certain principles that are not negotiable. Looting a state is a non-negotiable principle which cannot be allowed
in whatever
to the
BJP,
state.
is it non-negotiable?
As long as they stick to this, it is not negotiable.
Okay, let me show you 2 pictures which in a way typify the kind of world we live in. This is your father with Narendra Modi and your father with Rahul Gandhi, smiling in both pictures. Yes. So, dono haath mein laddu, he hopes. But I want to ask you this.
No, 1 second. We have had never a bad relationship with him. And with him, it's always a good relation ever since we've known him. Having said this, politics is supposed to be like this. We're supposed to be good with each other. We're not enemies and we're not supposed to be enemies. Okay. What has happened in Maharashtra is terrible. And it's not supposed to be that way.
No, the reason I'm asking, you were the original Hindutva Vadi party. You and the BJP were seen as natural allies. you and Congress are seen as unnatural allies. In fact, what I'm told, Congress will not be with you in the BMC election because you are with Raj Thackeray. So I want to try and make sense of this. All of you are practicing the politics of opportunism. There's the only ism in Maharashtra is opportunism.
No. Maybe you have deeper sources in the Congress than us. Pulling your leg again.
Yes.
Sorry, because
No,
I keep pulling your leg.
this is well known. Every congressman
But can
makes
I tell
it
you
very...
this?
Are you saying Congress will
One
contest with you and Raj Thackeray?
Can I tell you this? Going with the BJP is Hindutva and going with the Congress is not Hindutva. We were the only party where Mr. Uddhav Thackeray has gone to Ayodhya twice after being Chief Minister. When we were to the Congress, and the Congress MLAs have come with us.
But Aditya,
Who
it's
is
a
the BJP? Who is the BJP to give us certificates on our patriotism and on our Hindutva? I don't agree with BJP's Hindutva about going and burning some person because of the food he eats or the food she eats. I don't agree with the BJP's Hindutva on whether you go to this temple or that temple or follow these rituals or these rituals. I am Hindu, I'm very proudly Hindu, and the BJP is nobody to give me a certificate. Just like the BJP has now changed its ideological stance on playing with Pakistan.
You know, can I just say this? Because the other day I heard the BJP state chief, the Mumbai chief saying, don't vote for the Shiv Sena because if the Shiv Sena comes in, a Muslim will become the mayor. Suddenly there's talk of the Mamu combination, Marathi Muslim. A Hindutva party, no, I'm telling you what they said. They said, Khan aa jayega. So how do you respond to this?
I don't respond to him, but I'll tell you what. One more thing they said when we were fighting for Dharavi. They've spread rumors and canards about it, saying Dharavi mein Bangladeshi log hai, Rohingya hai. Firstly, I don't think half of BJP understands that Bangladeshi and Rohingyas are from two different countries. Two, if so many Bangladeshis and Rohingyas have in fact come into India, are you doubting the forces that are securing our borders? Are you doubting your own Home Minister, the Union Home Minister? To say that Mumbai is infested or, you have a huge population of Bangladeshis and Rohingyas that have come in the last 2 and 3 years, are you doubting your own Home Minister? You should ask for his resignation, not for us.
Achha, you spoke...
And two, I'll tell you what, when I went to Dharavi and when I spoke to those people, you know where they are from? Most of them are from. You know where the Kumbharwada is from? The potters are from? From Somnath district. Do Bangladeshis live in Somnath district?
Achha, you spoke about cricket. You're not watching the Asia Cup or what?
Not
Because
at
you
all.
sounded very...
Not the two matches that, Rajiv ji, your eyebrows have gone up.
You're not watching it. Boycott.
You're not watching India-Pakistan.
I cannot.
Why?
It's against my principle to watch our country
Should
play
we have
against...
played? Should
play
we have
against, We shouldn't play.
We shouldn't have
We
played.
are the only party that has not done politics around it, unlike the BJP. When the BJP is on opposition, they're against India Pak. When they control the BCCI, when they control the ICC, when they control the Asia Cup, when they control the government of India, they're all for playing and partying with Paki players.
So
didn't shake hands.
if you were in Jai Shah's position, what would you have done?
I would have resigned.
You would have resigned.
No, the point is this. I would have gone to the ICC and I would have boycotted or got around a boycott around Pakistan. And that's what happened with South Africa when they indulged in apartheid. Why not do this? We've gone, Rajdeep ji, tell me something. After the Pahalgam attacks, we've gone around the world. You've sent delegations of opposition MPs to the world saying it was Pakistan behind these attacks. And then you've told the world that it was China behind Pakistan. But what does the government do? Play with Pakistan. The same Jai Shah and the same people, Anurag Thakur, have gone and partied with Shahid Afridi and Shoaib Akhtar.
How do you know?
There are photos, there are everywhere, it's going around on social media.
Okay.
The point is this, why change your stance when you're in government?
Okay.
Is this not a non-negotiable principle?
Okay, let me ask you another hot button question. We showed the photograph of you and Rahul Gandhi. You all seem to share a good relationship. Your critics say you all are...
Who's been stalking me so much with photos here?
No, 1 minute.
It's a little creepy.
A lot of your critics now call you Nepo kids. Is it Nepo kids? That you all are products of nepotism. That simply because your grandfather was Balasaheb Thackeray, father is Uddhav Thackeray, therefore Aaditya Thackeray should take over. Rahul Gandhi goes back 5 generations. Jai Shah himself is of course the son of Amit Shah. I don't know whether he would be ICC chairman if Amit Shah was not there. Are you all Nepo kids? I ask this as a straight, direct question.
But they are.
I'll give you straight direct answer.
Nepo
I'll give you
kids.
straight direct answer. I'm not even going into the dynastic politics of the BJP. Let me not go into that. Probably they're not proud of their heritage. They're ashamed of their heritage. That is why they say that. I'm very proudly the grandson of my grandfather, the great-grandson of my great-grandfather, and the son of my father, the son of my mother, the son of my grandson of my grandmother. I'm very proud to be that. I'm very proud to have the bloodline of this family. and the values it holds.
Would you be in politics if your surname was not? Would you be in politics if you were not a Thackeray?
My great-grandfather fought against untouchability, fought against the evils of the caste system, fought against child marriage, fought against, against this whole thing about the taboo of widow remarriage. My great-grandfather fought against that. My grandfather has fought for the people of this country, the people of the state, and my father has been fighting for the principles. So I'm very proud to be what I am. And I don't know, see, going into ifs and buts is a whole different argument altogether. But let me tell you this, out of all my cousins who have not chosen to be in politics, I've always wanted to be in politics. You must be remembering your interviews with my grandfather. I've always been hanging around because I've always felt that this is one field, and especially in a country like India, where a good decision can positively impact 1 billion lives.
But Mr. Thackeray, Rajdeep spoke about Nepo kids. Something unfolded across our borders where Nepal is concerned. And at the back of it, Rahul Gandhi's made a statement, basically. Many would suggest, that he's only appealing to the youth of the country to stand up with what he calls his vote chori against corruption. But there is a certain set which is actually reading that as instigating the youth of the country to act on what happened in Nepal. Where do you stand on that?
Only the ones who are scared are reading it as that. Because see, what has happened is if you see Sri Lanka...
So you agree with him?
Sri Lanka was in uproar. Bangladesh has seen the same. Nepal has seen the same. I'm not necessarily saying that this may happen in any other place in the world, right? But you need to go to the root causes of it.
But Rahul Gandhi is saying that the youth need to get up and stand up against it and take this fight further.
What is happening in our country today is massive scale of unemployment, massive scale of polarization. It's not religious polarization. I'm also talking of economic polarization, massive scale of inequality. The anger is seething. Look at what's happening across India today. Look at what is happening to our country with climate change today. Are we even talking of climate change? We've spoken for half an hour. The whole of North India, the whole of Kerala, the whole of Maharashtra, Marathwada, Vidarbha is facing the biggest issue of climate change today. And it's not just about compensation and helping the farmers, but can we act on climate change? And if we don't do this, forced migration is going to be a huge problem in our country.
Okay, my final question is simply
Time is up.
2029, will the Shiv Sena still be part of a Congress-led alliance? And if you had to choose between Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi to be a potential Prime Minister, in the case of Rahul Gandhi, potential, in the case of Mr. Modi, already Prime Minister, who do you think is better to lead the country today? Mr. Modi or Rahul Gandhi?
Rajdeep ji, will be unjust to choose only two people or limit our choice to only two people when we are a country of 1.4 billion people.
Who's the best person according to you to lead the country today?
The people of Bharat will decide that.
The people of?
Bharat will decide that. The people of India will decide that. The people of Hindustan will decide that.
Okay.
I'll
leave it there.
That is the beauty of a democracy, which we hope still remains free and fair with the kind of election commission that we have today.
All right, that it time's up, and that's the dichotomy in between being a moderator and the MC of an event. I have to adhere to the timing, but ladies and gentlemen, please raise a warm applause for Aaditya Thackeray, and thank you, Mr. Thackeray, for taking every question. You've taken it on the chin.
And I want to say this about
it. He takes every question.
I want to say this about Aaditya Thackeray. He is the one of the few young politicians I meet who doesn't say, please tell me what questions you will ask. And I think that's a tribute to his grandfather, who used to do the same thing with me and used to actually enjoy having a real challenging interview. I hope a few politicians of today also learn that when you have tough questions, that's how you actually are held accountable to the people of the country. I'm not giving any names, but they should know who they are.